Hello there, guys, and welcome back to another Twohalves live stream. Today we're going to be talking about all the usual stuff, just mainly do with the Premier League, but occasionally we talk about some other leagues as well. But today it's mainly Premier League. So after saying that, let's get into it. So first thing to talk about is Chelsea versus Huddersfield. Obviously a big score. Chelsea 5, Huddersfield 0. But when you play Huddersfield, I think it's worse than playing a Championship side at the moment. They're just, although they have quality players, they're just tactically just completely, just completely gone. They don't know what the hell they're doing. For example, every other team in the Premier League has been man marking Jorginho, having a man on him, and shutting him out of the game. Basically, and that's how Chelsea have lost or drawn against sides that they shouldn't really have done. But it seemed like Aaron Moy wasn't told this, and although he was man marking him because he'd have to go back and defend, but he should have still stayed with Jorginho. He just left him open, and that's why Chelsea dominated the whole game and got 5 goals. A brace from Higuain, brace from Eden Hazard, all very good goals. But like I say, it's not that much of a big achievement because Huddersfield are just really poor, and they're ultimately just going to get relegated. So it doesn't really matter. But obviously Chelsea bounced back from the loss against Bournemouth. So yeah, we just got to wait until they face Man City this weekend to see what the real Chelsea is really like. But what do you think about the game, Rico?
Not really much to say about it, but Chelsea won 5-0. Good goals from Higuain, I suppose. And they're back into 4th place. Yeah,
no, exactly. They've got Man United and Arsenal really coming at them right behind them. So they've got to be winning games like this. And a massive game next weekend for Man City and Chelsea for both different reasons. But yeah, that's going to be a great game to see as well. But moving on, we've got Leicester, Man United. That was played at the weekend. It was a tough game for United. Leicester really made them struggle in the game. Man United, luckily though for them, managed to score early on, which threw them off a bit. But they still really tried hard to make it as difficult as possible for United. And that's why it just stayed 1-0. But the scorer, Marcus Rashford, he looks like he's on fire at the moment. Really living up to his number 10 shirt, and also just being trusted in the first team. He's just been amazing these past couple of months. And I'm glad because obviously he's an England international as well, and he's a great talent. So I always want to see great talents do well. But you got anything to say on the game, Rico?
Well, Man United are a little bit lucky as well.
Yeah.
I think Matic should have been sent off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I saw that.
So it made it interesting. Apart from that, I think it wasn't a bad performance from Leicester, but just unlucky. Great pass from Pogba.
Yeah, of course. Anything else or?
No.
No, yeah. It was just a tough game. Good performance from Man United and Leicester. It was tight, but Man United got the win in the end. So yeah, that's what we got to say on it. Next game out of all the previous fixtures is Man City versus Arsenal. A superb hat-trick from Aguero. Really, he just shouldn't. Why he's got to be pretty sure he's one behind Alan Shearer for hat-tricks. I think he's got 10 and Alan Shearer had 11. That goes to show how good he is. Just a superb player and striker, just absolutely elite player. And yeah, Man City are lucky to have him. But yeah, he just gets the job done. And I think he's third. He relies on his pace, can do it. Still got his legs. And yeah, it was a good win for Man City. Arsenal's defence, though, again, just yeah, there's not much to say there. But you got any thoughts on the game, Rico?
I thought at one point after Arsenal scored the goal for like the last 5 minutes after, they were looking good. I think they could have caused them problems if they maybe started Ozil, because Ozil would have been able to pick the pass. However, they do really need to sort the defence out, as it is costing them a lot of games.
Totally agree.
They can't shut up shop against the big teams.
Yeah.
Like a 1-1 would have been a really good draw there, but they just couldn't. They're not. Mustafi and Koscielny aren't really a good partnership.
Yeah,
It's season. I think Aguero admitted that he handballed it as well. The third goal.
Yeah.
So really, if VAR,
I guess
in the Premier League next season, that shouldn't have counted. So it should have been 2-1.
Yeah, still won the game though. And that's just football at the moment. It happens. It's really calmer in that aspect though. If it happens to a team, then they go and get a lucky thing. So I don't really pay attention to that. It's just part of the game. But you're right. Next season, that will definitely just probably not happen, because obviously VAR looking to come, which will just eliminate. I agree with you on Arsenal's defence. They've got a world class up 5 or 6 attacks in the world, like attacking players wise. But it's the only thing that lets them down is defence. The midfield's all right and it's decent. They don't need to do that, mainly because of Lucas Torreira. He's just an absolute machine, and their attack is world class, like I said. But their defence and their goalkeeper's good as well. They've brought in Leno, obviously, in the summer. It's literally, they've just got to really spend big in the summer on their defence and just really get 3 or 4 new defenders in, full-backs and centre-halves. And I think then Arsenal could be a force to reckon with. And they will be a really good team then, a really good team. I definitely believe that. And also, sorry, I was going to say something and I forgot. But anyway, because I forgot, we better move on. Liverpool versus West Ham. Obviously, this is the big one. Controversial, clear offside goal for Milner's pass. I do not know how the linesman has missed that. To be honest, he should be sacked from his job, if you ask me. No, I'm joking. They all make mistakes. That was just a big one. And it could have cost the game, and we could be all talking about it at the end of the season. But West Ham managed to get an equaliser. And it's not looking that good for Liverpool at the moment, is it, Rico?
I don't know, to be honest. I think, though, even though they are in a bad spell, they're still picking up points. So
True, yeah.
They're still picking up a point against Leicester, a point against West Ham. Could argue that the Leicester one, they should have picked up 3 points. But even though they are going through a tough spell and City are putting on the pressure, they're still picking up points. So it's still a 3-point gap. But on Tuesday night, when they last played against Leicester, it could have been a 7-point gap. So there'll be ruining cost for stakes. But I don't know. I think Liverpool still go on and win it, but if they don't go on and win it, it'll just be because they bottled it up, because they haven't won it for like 30 years. So
yeah. I think personally, if they do fall down from this point, it won't actually be the games and their form that will push them to that state. I think it will be because of us talking about them, everyone saying, "Oh yeah, they're good. This is when they're going to slip up," kind of jokingly, but also wanting it to happen. A lot of other fans are saying, I think that will push them mentally, and it will make them question themselves. But I feel like if that doesn't happen, it's because all the players mentally are all just putting that aside. Don't care what the media says. Don't care what other fans say, and they're aiming to get the job done and get out of this spell that they're just in. It's not that big of a deal. They've drawn 2 on the bounce. They've only lost 1 game this season, and they're still 2 points ahead. It's theirs to lose, and they've just got to have that positive mentality now, the players, and I'm sure they get through it. But I do think this is real crunch time for Liverpool, and this will make or break them. And obviously got some tough fixtures coming up, and they've just got to be prepared to go and give their all and hopefully win them games for their sake. So yeah, that's all we've got to really say on the matter. But next and final game we'll probably talk about is the one that's going to happen tomorrow night, Manchester City versus Everton, which obviously is a big decider in what we're saying. If they win this game, Man City, obviously it puts them in a really good position. Like we said, 2 points away. So I see them winning this game. They are away at Goodison Park, but I think they'll be really up for this, obviously, after Liverpool drawing. They're going to want to win this game and hopefully get closer to the title for them and get closer to Liverpool. But what do you think, Rico?
I think Everton are not on a good run of form at the moment.
Yeah.
Man City are on they're on an alright form, a bit up and down sometimes. I think it's going to be a Man City win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Everton do get a point in this game. But I think City are just going to be too strong in the end. I think it'll be a 3-1 win to City.
Yeah, my scoreline is probably going to be a 2-1 win to City. But going back to that point, I think Everton could definitely get a point. They really are on form and obviously giving it their all, and they've got them kind of players. So I could see that happening. But I see this as being a bit far-fetched, but as a win-win situation for Everton. Because if they get a point or get the 3 points, they're going to be over the moon. Obviously, fighting for that 7th place with Wolves to try and get Europa League qualification. But if they lose this, one of their rivals, Liverpool, have more competition for the league, and Man City get closer. And obviously, no Everton fan wants Liverpool to win their league. So, I think they'd be happy in that aspect if it ends up being Man City winning the Premier League, that they contributed to that. So, a bit far-fetched, but I think it's kind of a win-win. But anyway, guys, we'll probably wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed this live stream today. As always, Monday and Friday we do live streams. A bit different this week. Me and Rico couldn't do one yesterday, so we changed the day to today. But all normal from now on. Just make sure you tune in every Monday and Friday, and we'll see you guys on the next live stream. See ya.